Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
You are once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more updates, like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can equally leave a comment at the comment section after watching or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128777, showing on your screen as well. Thank you. I want you to join me listening to the fire that Mustapha Gbandi has opened on Afenyo MArkin and the Chief Justice and a whole lot of the MPP boys who are arrogant or showing arrogance towards people in the party. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what he said into detail by yourself. And please do leave a comment. Let your judgment flow. Share your view on what he said. Thank you. Stay tuned.
Mustapha Gbandi, Deputy General Secretary, the man Chinyama Nyuku NDC. Mustapha Mache. Na boko die.
Papa nyami ai adom.
Hey, apra maboni bebia mafefe nyina ekire na anope ahoden wo hosa no.
Papa man.
Nsa. Kafra se ya 20 ya yen ya cheso nti. We so aka 19 days na eja ya di akogu na eja majuma home. No he de one krata dodo no a wo de aba se penia wo hye nase Ora Johnson na say drink it chairman e de ato mo MPC nim se wo mote wo mra se beje fie se mra se beje formula na asetena wo ho a emwo mo nko general kaza
pa
hey
ada telefone na ati mama so ata studio so me tia na na boy
nana ya kunadu
over parliament situation na the near day 3 most central for also the near day 3 Ghana phone na so be money dey trade. But in himself, Parliament there. Afana fani na omude oyonko na omo yejuma. A Parliament in sem. Ngini na support. The aban the possible. Na okopa the other divide at all. You know, edukokot. Particularly say one government. Now we are majority leader. And I've said there have been times Omopako approved the minister. Our party a chok kata koma NDC MPs said more approve minister. But the other side it me convincing your MPs nibi. I'm almost joining government business. I approve some ministers. So there is a roadmap to show that Ahumrasia, Nenyansa, and they manage parliament. And I sense who show that a bit more baby and silent in mobile. Men some was for abbresso. Sadly, and see that. A brown property, a majority leader. They manage the other side of the divide very well. And think if he said, sadly, we now, quite do one. Afenyo MArkin and Fambona. He has demonstrated full competence and he has demonstrated utmost disrespect to the Speaker of Parliament and his own colleagues. Meanwhile, we now when the market chokata said, Yeri convene and answer Yeri called Parliament on emergency. just government business. Because one shall say, MDC 4% disrupting government business and it's sabotage government through parliament. Sa sabotage no na Ghana fojitum say NDC won sabotage one. Ni e be ko so sabotage one. Because aban we unya kwan say they should not be able to do anything kura be Ghana for them. Loans are omadi a omadi. Christmas neighbor. Near one person one more year business Afenyo MArkin they got 2 quarters and him said they have to complete a tax waiver. See some taxes and fancy companies game. Near Sanji loan in Kahon. Now Emeka Ghana for bra ye brehon. It has never been the case say oh the remaining government business is to go and reduce taxes. And as the inquiry be a Ghana for home, so there is no business to run. The government have no business. And at 2, yeah, front, Honorable Atoforsen, Honorable Kwame Abujane, Honorable Adams. And we are very reasonable. We are evidence cry a shoe say Afenyo MArkin is not down for piny. Honorable Atoforsen. And he has avenues to resolve the problem in Parliament with humility, but he chose arrogance over common sense. And would think of what him. He won't be that a majority leader or a leader of Parliament can be this pompous and arrogant like Afenyo MArkin. And to quite do young fambo Afenyo MArkin, yeah, I can assure you, sir, the Chief Justice of Ghana, Mame Justice Tokuno, has not acquitted herself well, befitting enough as a Chief Justice that has the trust of Ghanaians to manage the institution. She has demonstrated bad faith. She has demonstrated that she's been manipulated by politicians. She has demonstrated by their other emotional means around which the MPP is manipulating her and controlling her heart. She has also demonstrated that all she's there to do is to do government bid. But you see, she has limitations. This is the time Ghanaians will stage positive defiance. She can sit at the Supreme Court and make rules. Rules that does not find place in law. The law is not the Holy Spirit releasing. We have seen Chief Justice before. She's not the first Chief Justice to have ever happened to this country. And we will support the Speaker to ensure that the sanctity of Parliament is protected. Mona Munko of Wako independence. And here in this in the mom koi. There's a problem. That one alone is a problem. And what you do is to use common sense and humility to manage your people. But if you abandon that and you want to use the court to rule Parliament, it's not possible. And the side of the house there, they won't go.
Now, Mustapha, and no, Obi Baby say, are you not concerned looking at outstanding businesses in Parliament? One, bill say was one year Juma approval of budget for the next quarter. No, yet big now so dear my 4 acre, and then Supreme Court judges here, Mampenibo Mudin, they need to be vetted, and other businesses are here. Consideration. When you're concerned about them.
Get the entire concern. Because we know, sir, Ghana had a hung parliament. Ababa said, a funadaka. See a day, you're managing the brother, and I do go to come. Nobody really wants a hung parliament. So we manage the system. It's called human management. Now we ye will fee. Now a fee ada busian fushi awa kono monsa. Womo a wombe jawe ye no wono ye bo mukadu. Abai no a wotiso no. Enim say it has business to run. Uncompleted business. Abai a wotiso no say there are issues in parliament. You have done it before. When you needed ministers to be nominated or approved, you used other ways to manage parliament. Adentina Afenyo MArkin are bred here, and did the terminal law and the rule parliament. Because you are close to the Chief Justice, you abuse that relation.
Is that the case?
That is the case. Look, it's high time we watch these people in their faces and tell them off.
Mustapha evidence be all.
I say, it's high time we watch and look at them in their faces and tell them off they are wrong, because you can't impose your character deficiencies on the nation because you occupy a certain office.
But you are
Article 296 states very clear. Say you know privilege be say you discharge some level of discretion. We must do so, be mindful of being executed in good faith. And I may say, or say chairman Sambo's honorable woman presso. And I say honorable say chairman Sambo's is in parliament. And answer for kukudam for parliament, MPP, phone. They are sound individuals, respectable individuals are. They can walk to the minority side, MPP's, NDC side, and get the house to work together. For Afenyo MArkin to run to court, arrogantly disrespecting the speaker, insulting his own colleagues, is not the way to go. And it's high time we look at that young man in the face and tell him, you are treading on a dangerous path.
But Mustapha, may we not also be fair to him to agree with said your can and some say whatever he is doing in Libya, Nobia can put him in the context of legality. When I'm constitution, Nemraso and Bibia, and that is the case, and probably that is in the style of leadership.
Yeah, that is okay. It's good. So you're a lawyer. But in America, said, don't depart from the principle of common sense and reasonableness when you are managing situations that you know. Say, Bedim, ye, ni kwakuja we ye. Na Friday you may walk on Monsa. Na a year meet here, Maswa. What's that? One more Wamuka we ye, Yamu Mukwedu. One a year in the If you are being legalistic, legalistics have never ruled this country. And everybody knows today, this famous ruling by the Supreme Court does not find solace with the people of Ghana. I agree, sir, MPP4 can run by what the Supreme Court has done, but I think it's a shame. Sir, we have reduced our Supreme Court to what it is, under Justice Tokuno. And America will say, common parliament, we manage it with common sense, candor, and relationships. Okay. You are pointing, all NDC side were against it. Brana Champon, poor or no crowd, yes, what you couple boy NDC for. Or no cry approve. Most of the ministers that were appointed, NDC side were against them. The other side, which is the MPP side, during Osei Chairman, they managed to get NDC MPs to join them. Even at the time, party decided, say, we are not supporting that. They should not approve. They should protect the people of Ghana and their interests. But the MP says, no, they will help government business. Has that common sense ever been wrong? Why didn't they go to court to do legalistic at that time? So MArkin's approach would have been better for him. But it is wrong given the position he sits right now and the fate of the MPP managing a hung parliament. And I'm also independent. And NDC for a year. So when you are managing such a situation, I say all the ahumrasia, any answer, any age man. When you are being legalistic, you can go and do what you want to do in court. But the principle of separation of powers have not been nullified by the same Supreme Court. There is still an active principle in our governance and also in our structure of government. And every wing of government has its own limitations. So when you go beyond these principles to be legalistic, the consequences are that you may not be able to prosecute government business when you know that your side and the NDC side is the same. Even that, minus the fact that Speaker of Parliament, through his magnanimity or other ways, your friend, independent candidate for MENA MP, and your deputy speaker, through reconciliation, MPP is in direct opposition, i.e., in minority. Your numbers are lesser than the NDC. So, do you have such a situation and become arrogant? Just the Afenyo MArkin and the speaker, Papa Way is old enough to be your mentor. Now you're leader of a divide that is in crisis. And your solution is to speak jazz and insult and disrespect. You think you can move the house? And I also do know, sir, Anyansa Kukudam or MPP, Omukasa, Etimiye, they shouldn't allow Afenyo MArkin to run down the image of the MPP in Parliament. Yehubida, when serious individuals, people who approach the bench of Parliament with a common sense and with wisdom and with humility, we have seen what they have achieved. Government
Mustapha, said the reason why Afenyo MArkin receive attacks where say or a tougher candidate to deal with.
When we celebrate arrogance, then he can be qualified as a tougher candidate. The product of his toughness is that you have destroyed government business. The outcome of his tough style, the legalistic style, is that you will manage your own ego. You can't manage the rest. We have people in Parliament who are worse than Afenyo MArkin. If there is anyone on this earth, let them pride themselves with humility, not arrogance. Afenyo MArkin would have resolved the problem in Parliament if he had approached it with wisdom and humility. Oseche Mensah Bonsu was a tough leader. He spoke when he had to speak. Wafa, I am in NDC. But if there is anybody, his style of speaking, Honorable Oseche Mensah Bonsu. I don't agree with him politically. But I think he has managed his colleagues so that even at the time when the constituency on your problem, Speaker Babemu, Echo constituency or Oseche Mensah Bonsu constituency, Echo Buano. That is called leadership. Honorable Akufosen, look at his style. He's a reasonable individual who believes that there should be room for engagement. There should be room for compromises. What is the Jimmy? Haruna Drusu, come on, minority leader. Look at his style. Look at the way he approached things.
Understand approach said they can't be the same.
Approach, is not good for the seasons we find ourselves in. A year. Man, Friday night.
Mustapha, be to you.
No, not to me. We are just telling you, the problem we know can be resolved using the political divide. MPP, NDC, let me tell you, we know ourselves. We know ourselves. Afenyo MArkin will not be the one to reinvent the wheels. And if you are leading a house, I will repeat, sir, he is going to pay the price of disrespect he has shown to the Speaker of Parliament. And we will support the Speaker of Parliament to stand on his feet. Nothing will happen. Him, Afenyo MArkin, can go and bend the sea with his judgment he's holding. He can go and bend the sea. It won't happen. He won't use legalistic to override the rules and undermine Parliament as an institution. At best, or at worst, some Ghanaians will support the judiciary. Some Ghanaians will support the legislation. But when the Chief Justice was giving judgment, I didn't know one previous judgment there. One more, and Ghana for DISASSOCIATES. Ruling now, Chief Justice, was it a written judgment or it was a handwriting judgment? Is it the case that the judgment was written long before the day they start in court? Is it the case? Friday, the first judgment now, Friday, the Supreme Court sits. What has become so compelling, sir, the Chief Justice cannot deal with issues involving homosexuality and LGBTQ. Issues involving murder of people. But yet, because of a small constitutional interpretation, the Chief Justice has made Judiciary a Parliament house, where she thinks that she has the power to rule Parliament sitting at the court. It won't happen today, it won't happen tomorrow. Say a chairman car, divide no
Adam Musrosen se muja constituency we adwuma no ba yanum besimochi ayemo popra
yanum de omade na anya said that ya omade no anya said that yes obrabone ho won susuanso aban we abobrabone omo anse se wo mu niam yie edro bi entimi mmoa wo Ghana force ya bre. Ghana force ya ni ade mu baaye. Nanso ye humu tenten ahumu tetia. Mo ahu ofe nyina ye hu. Yes sem. Wo mu fi sense sem mu na wo mbese sem mu wo mmeho beto wo. Afedi ato sika chicha. They should go and share the money. But we are not afraid of them on the ground.
Oh. Mustapha Elanate. Yani Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, Mustapha Gbandi, and na ebo enkomei, but unfortunately, ahumanatiko atiko Isaac Wusu here. Say you better answer any bimna yanina running up. Especially on the la Adam. Yasemo kokan ye a chopper free left and right, baby. Still, I'm Africa. Waha.
You.
What's up, Baron? But you're the Mamini in Brazil. Who's the humanity? Hello?
I'm a catcher. MPP for the Yamuno Wamotin, Wumutia. Now, Bra or Bonocrato. Sabrano and your bra MPP as a party, no, your nympha MPP. We mukama be strange people bia ade a woma ye no ye hu na ne shaase ne na we ye the level of corruption tete ne ye boy MPP dia woma brandi wom ho so wom ne woni die o ne ni ma die last week na komiyagina nit FM no recounted said the abai we yejuma this week woma ko ton abaya jafade wo mase these are the kind of people who want to break the eight. 20 days to election, you are still stealing. 20 days to election, you are still mismanaging. 20 days to election, Mufi is said, Mudisika Ekocha and the bit Mama Trabaim. Which kind of government is that? Which kind of government is that? After the woman fee say, yeah, not a former president or the baby. What's on the baby? Basically, there. After the woman fees, woman to me, you sue or my penny could afford the India campaign. I don't ever know what trouble. Because the opinion will fear not about Frabo Brabonia, yet the quadruple penny. If this government had listened to people, individuals, opinion said the Ghana High Nation when see a bunu, they say Oman Penny Kufua. I don't think Akufo-Addo's government would have become as bad as it is today. One of the bad attitude of President Akufo-Addo is say, "Ukotunufua." Obisa say, "Do you know more than I do? Are you the president?" That is President Akufo-Addo's response to people. Go and ask the MPP big man. One more J one called Jubilee House say, "One more tunufono." That is the response he gives them. Say, why do they want to think they know more than him? And Timothy, my job upon to a buri, one Tiedo, Tamu Amu years ago. Did they consult President Kufo? Tamu, one Koye, one district, one factory, one consult President Kufo. One council, one Koye, one village, one them. Did they consult President Kufo? Sisi Abie, Asante Region decided they will punish this crop of MPP. All the Nidin and one of the forest. I don't know how temptation in a buyer, meaning at the la, or Kaya, said one can year, yeah, close to a power toy.
No, so Saturday.
A year before, and a man, yes, Adiana.
Oh,
A year, youthful exuberance. Many are papa dear, or table on Ignaya Cochiano. Sabu, Sabi. President Akufo-Addo pet, and we are president, all dishonor former president. But
our President
Akufo-Addo. Okaya bra President Mahama. They hand you over my President Akufo-Addo. But President Mahama bedam po. President Akufo-Addo have denied him that opportunity. So we yes or also them rebeson. Young NDC for our tradition is to respect and honor people who have served this country. Another evidence that President Akufo-Addo doesn't even regard people who have served this country is that once Ronyame and so on why 83 years pensioner sika na buy na transfer. And for a woman sum koi akwa woman nim asum koi atitiri koi woman pension sika na what transfer. Meanwhile, your government is leaking of corruption. So, and no nema say after a near one, my year President Kufo, former MP. One of the reasons why President Akufo-Addo went against him was because he is pro Kufo. Honorable Alan Kojo Chimantin treatment President Akufo-Addo the chairman is because he is pro Kufo. Sadiq Boniface treatment President Akufo-Addo the man was because of President Kufo. Even here we are Okumasi and say we call him Zamankwa. Collins also Zamankwa. On the watch my Juma cry a man who are buying with Mr. Years. It's because of President Kufo. Afriye you, Dr. Afriye you. All these individuals have been punished and sabotaged by President Akufo-Addo because they are pro Kufo. After the Nadia, woman who said President Kufo Kabia ye. They want to blackmail Ghanaians to believe that their crime should be left them because President Kufo is getting involved. And the lie them and you will be a said you or disrespecting penny for. Or you will be a Okasabasabasa. President Kufo Kwabia Wababa say NDC dia. Because we love him than his own party. In the last 7 years, we've seen President Akufo-Addo's leadership
And you can hear Kwako Bizaze or Yen saying, we've seen it and we know it. And the patch on here, that's all patch on say. The Ladam has apologized. Party no penny for whom and answer for when this will be Kabiani Yetiano will apologize here. Koswa retreat say. Man and be in peace say. Sadiano never winning an election. It can't win him an election. Yenina ya kasa maybe a kasa yake a biba utimi kasana atraso. Now I apologize. Nana be would no more napo and someone more can will yape. If you want to hold you responsible, will you survive in this country? Someone napo eka. The Ghanaians have just decided to write him off as somebody who is not serious, as somebody who is not befitting of the status of a vice president. Ena omuntieno ni okabiem. Napo Nana be campaign manager. Ono no managing napo. Now, the only Kumadia Kabibia Sabio at Rakakra. One quack 10 temacrocrata, you want to take political gain. He should bow his head in shame. Near NDC for Becca does not override the fact that this government is a bunch of corrupt individuals, mismanaged the economy, ran down the economy, divided our country, and put our society into trouble. Abanya LGBTQ, woman agenda here. Woman to be ye. Abanya, woman ba minia, you woman ba catcher or say, Baba, or I said, on ba.
Mustapha,
my local school. 1 year to this government is deep net involved in LGBTQ.
Mustapha, what do I do? Unia, Henry Nanabuatina na B say, or better, anopedi na sumana na. What is it? O to nkrabi mano na waje nkra no so pese ja wano kasa kakra na nabi mache
oh emi ni amejo so mami chabi ni Mustapha so
Mustapha
la no so man ko be
unu achia o
mejo no so
Mustapha jala no so we no ko be bia
mejo so pa
jina so
yo Mustapha fesia na nabi so
we
ani na nabi ma yento okay
medicine over medicine wadika kafe suban boni bodua aduro ntimi ndane no menua na nabi ne na aban yehu bi da okrum ha since Rollins abreso besine Kwame Nkrumah abreso besine yehu bi ewo krum ha abanya 20 days to election one outdoor statue saban no ye di bobra man yeye enti mi na bi ne let us wa cho nyina enkosi aga the ladder ma pacho akokra ote people so ho odim sade ye do no enim sade ye bu no na wo fi say President Kufo ye obi a nyame ahira ne ne adwen ne nyansa o papa wo fi a okasa ebamu a there is no way to be wayward. This government and the entire machinery is wayward. That is why most of NDC big men who are around their party want the party to go to opposition. Today, NDC, our strength is coming from within the MPP. And Anabi does it.
Mustapha Jinaso na Unyabema.
Once again, say thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience on the channel for us. Please, if you're a new member, if you have not subscribed yet, please, I'll urge you to do so for us. Turn the notification bell on so that you'll be notified duly of anything that will be loaded onto the channel. Please share to your colleagues for us. Let the channel go viral. Let people know what is happening in the political arena. Thank you.
PENDREAM TV now so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.